are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people.
Hello, this is Will for Refuse to be Feeble. What helped me during dialysis and chemotherapy was staying strong. But the problem is, while on dialysis or chemotherapy, your red blood cells are not elevated high enough. Basically, you're anemic. And so being anemic, you find yourself that you actually get winded faster, or that you don't have the endurance that normal people will have. So when you're training, believe it or not, it takes energy to train. But in training, using that energy, you will get so much more back, meaning that you will be able to be stronger than your affliction and actually have a better quality of life while on the machine. Today, I'm going to show you how to get in and out of the gym on certain machines where you don't have to go from one to the other, and you can basically hit a muscle group that is large and it's going to carry you out. What I mean by hitting a large muscle group, when people first go into the gym, the first thing we want to do is work biceps. We want to work abs, but you want to stick to the main body parts, which would be chest, back, and legs. When you actually work the back, you're bringing in secondary movements to the bicep. When you're working the chest, you're actually doing a secondary movement to the triceps. And so I find that instead of you going over spending all of your time on biceps, go with compound movements to the basic main trunks of the bodies, and then with the legs, and you can have an overall workout quickly without spending a lot of time in the gym and exerting yourself. One exercise we can do would be a back exercise. Now, I am not big on stretching. People ask me, should I stretch before an exercise? Should I stretch afterwards? What I do is I stretch the person during the exercise. Give me an example. Here we are at a row. Here, I'll give you an example. We're at a row machine, and this row machine, the handles are made so they can actually rotate and pivot to any direction that I want. If I go overhand, I'm working the upper back. If I go with a neutral grip, I'm working the lats and side. And if I go reverse grip, I'm hitting from the lower lats. Well, what you want to do is make sure that you're actually contracting the muscles. So the lats and the traps will do two things. Your traps go up like this, and they also contract back here. Your lats will allow you to stretch like so, and they also could contract here, but they do another thing. They actually contract this way. I tell people, picture your body as a slice of pizza. And if you fold it, you open it. You fold it and open it. Somewhat like a cobra head. So instead of doing this and pulling, not getting any contraction or getting a contraction, people just let the machine go. And what you don't want to do is just let it go. You want to actually feel the muscle working. If you notice, I would take my back. If I had no arms, I would squeeze my back like so. You notice I didn't do this. I actually squeeze it like so. But to stretch it, what I do is open it. So we contract here. We don't want to let the arms reach and let the back stay contracted. You contract and you open your back, and you'll notice that your arms will not extend fully. I'll give you an example. So here we are on the row machine. I place my body and I make sure I do not arch my back this way or lean away from it to pull like that. I stay here, I contract my back, I open my back. And if you notice my arms, they're not fully extended. So there's the contraction, there's the open. The contraction, there's the open. When you do this, the weight will actually force your back to stretch. And when you contract, your back will contract the weight and not so much of the arms. This is why I don't worry about stretching afterwards. I mean, you can stretch if you like, and some people it may feel better. But I use this to actually stretch my clients to give that full mobility and not just pull and let it come here, because then you're hitting all the biceps. So if you go in, and I would tell you, if you're just starting out, the weight is not important because you will do less weight if you use your back instead of using your arms. So what I would do is, I would say a quick tip to hit the entire back. You can actually stay on this one machine. And here are the exercises I would use. To get the upper trap, I would put my hands over like so, and I would elbows are up, and I would squeeze and open, squeeze and open. There's 3 sets. The next grip I would use would be a neutral grip. And what I would do is, this time, I would squeeze from the side. Remember, like a pizza, you fold it. So I would squeeze and open, squeeze and open. The third way would be to do the reverse grip, and I would hit my lower lats down here. And that would be to squeeze and open. Notice, you don't want to lean back. You want to stay upright and contract it and open, contract it and open. It takes a lot to learn how to master this. It may take you a while to learn to master this, but we will have other videos where we will show you the techniques to use it, and therefore you can hit your back, keep the body strong. Remember, muscle is your army, muscle is your fuel, and allows your body to move no matter what problems that you have, being from arthritis and from weakness. So if you keep that, you're in and out of the gym, you will find that you're not spending so much time, you're not exhausted, but you're keeping your muscle functional. And what it does, it allowed me to do so much better on dialysis and actually have no problems. For any other questions, please don't hesitate to comment. Please subscribe. It will help us greatly to actually expand and help you. And we'll try to bring you more content to help you through any sickness and ailment that you have. That's what Refuse to Be Feeble is for. Thank you.
We are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said.